Hello everyone, welcome again to Hear the Gear. I have been up to doing my motorbike driving license. I started the process almost 2 weeks and a half ago, and I still didn't get my license, but I passed the theory test and then I passed the yard test. This is how it's called here. And now I started my classes on the road, and then once I'm done with 10 hours on it, I will go for the road test. Once it's completed, I'll get my license. And during this journey, I have discovered a few things that we technically, people who usually drive, do not really pay attention at it. Like seeing people on bikes around us, and I'm not talking about people who has bikes to ride, I'm just talking about the people who does the delivery. When we order anything with the application, from grocery, restaurants, Deliveroo, Talabat, all these apps, how many there are in the roads. But it made me realize that we have never ever, or me personally, and many people that I know, never ever thought of what is the process and what they go through to get to the stage or the point where you sit on the bike and start earning living. So I'm gonna leave you now with a few clips that I've made along the journey so far, and then we'll come back here. So this is the format how the questions come. So as you can see, I'm in lecture 8. And then this is about accidents and crashes. We call them lecture online, and they are total of 8. I'm on the last one now, and they're so boring, they kill you. But being honest, after driving for I don't know how long now, 25 years being a driver, maybe a bit more, they are important. They have some things that I didn't know about. So technically, you watch a video and then you answer a few questions. Some of them are so obvious, I don't know how they put them, and some of them are so confusing, especially when you read the answers, and then you select the right answer and you press next, and then you move forward. I'm in the last chapter, and once I'm done, I need to do a preparation test, and I have to score with it more than 80, and then I can go to the actual test.
Caused by pedestrians.
Today class is over. Now, as you can see, will I ever be able to go from zero to hero? I don't know. But remember, I have never ever driven a bike in my life. So today I have completed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 hours. So every day I'm doing 2 hours from 8:30 to 10:30. And we're only inside that rectangular of death. So we don't go outside. And then once I'm done with the 10 hours, I can apply for the test inside the rectangular. And they told me that you're allowed to do 3 mistakes, every mistake with 2 marks. If I lose 6 marks, then that's a failure, and I have to repeat 4 more classes and then 1 more test. Once this is all done, if you pass it first time or second time, whatever, then you go on the road for 10 hours, 8 hours daytime and 2 hours nighttime. I am enjoying the process. Riding a bike is much more complicated than I ever expected, to be honest. But I think you see all those bikes on the road, especially the delivery ones. It's the same one that I'm training on now. And you think it's easy, but when you think about it, between the clutch, the gear, my shoe size, my foot size is 46, so I usually tend to touch the gear lever back and forth, so it keeps moving between second gear to third gear, or first gear to neutral, which I need to teach myself how to place my foot on the right place. It's fun. I'll keep documenting as much as I can, and we'll put it all together. But if there is something that I learned here, those guys that are doing the delivery, they do a really hard job, especially if they come not knowing how to ride a bike. To go through all this process, pay all this money, and then who knows, they may fail, they may not, whether they are experienced or not, and then repeat it again. There is another payment that you have to pay for more classes, retesting, and then they go on the road to make a living. As I said, I'll keep recording. I hope I'll be able to improve better and pass my test. So, as you have seen, this is so far what I managed to document it from the journey. And I'm gonna show you today, what do you actually require before starting all of this. So, as you could see, there is the theory part where you will have to attend several sessions, as you have seen in the videos. I made very short clips on how does it look, so it's all online. Once you've done it, you do a preparation test, and then once you pass it, you go and you do your theory test. And you're sitting on a computer closed from like U-shape, and you need to answer all the questions correct. And then there is the hazard test, which is short clips. We're talking about 5 seconds long, and then you have to memorize what is the hazard in every clip. And then if you get less than 4 mistakes, so you passed 4 mistakes plus, that's it, you're gone from the entire list of questions. There are 30 questions and 4 clips where you pick your hazard from. Once this is completed, you start practice, and you start in the yard as you have seen it. Now, before you start your practice, there are important things that you need to bring with you. So, things that you cannot go on a bike and start practicing without. The armors, so these are for the knees, this is for the elbows, and these are the gloves, and a helmet, and a safety shoes or riding shoes. And then they tell you that you need to have it long, has to be protecting for the ankle and the toes. So I ordered this shoes from Amazon, like all of it. The helmet costed me roughly around 98 dirhams, and it did not work because this helmet is loose in my head. So they allow me to practice with it, but I cannot really run the test with it because the inspector, when he comes from the Rules and Transportation Authority, he actually physically check if your helmet is loose, is it the right one or not. So I had to buy another helmet to do my test with it. So as I said, this is almost 100 dirham. All these together came about 65 dirham. Now this is where I got stuck. All the people that they train with me, they usually use safety shoes from construction site because they are delivery guys and they want the cheapest way possible to achieve it. So we have the same armors, we have the same gloves, and the shoes. I didn't know where to buy it from, so I went to a motorbike shop that is called Dubai Motocross, and they are usually off-road, and I bought that shoes, which I like. Is actually, I got used to it, and now I've been using it on all the classes and on the test. So today we're filming this. This is KTM Duke 250. I decided to go with this bike because, remember, as I said, I have never ever driven a bike or rode a bike before this happens. And one more reason that I chose this is because of the headlight. It's changed from, so the actual KTM headlights, they look disaster. They look like handicap transformers, or they don't really look nice at all, like a Terminator that is missing something. But when I saw this one with a round headlights, I was like, this is it, that's the one to be. Modified wheels, they are more of off-roading, and it's only 250cc, because as a start, if I fail down while riding, I don't really want to go into breaking so many bones. So this is at least will be safe, I hope. So the reason I got it now, even though that I still don't have my license, is just I want to get used to it within the compound area. So we're gonna take this beast for a quick spin inside the compound. All right, here we are. So, for all the bikers out there, please don't judge me. And remember that I have not rode a bike before. So this is all new to me. Alright, we're in gear 2. Now, for a beginner, riding a bike is so complicated. And I was thinking, maybe I'll just ride a manual bike instead of all this complication. Let's try gear 3. It's in. I even forgot my second glove. Black cat, be aware. Yeah, so I was saying, it is very complicated. And you need to be careful doing it. And here is the man that manages CR7. Where I bought my bike from. Hamdo, how are you?
Not bad, man.
Say hi to everyone.
Hey, what's up, buddies? Here's the second glove, man.
I forgot it. In the car. I just came to pick it up. Now, I have failed my yard test 1.5 times. So I managed only from the third time. First time, there is this slow line that you need to drive. This is where I failed, and I knew that I would. Second time, so the test is divided in 2 stages. I failed on the second stage, where the inspector told me I'm riding the bike too slow. There was 2 stations that you need to reach 20 kilometers plus before you hit them. I didn't. So he told me, you're half past. I told him, what is half past? He said, okay, you're half failed. I said, what is half failed? He said, you're repeating the test again, but you're repeating from the second part of it, not the full. And then I did that last week and I passed it. On the same day, the people that used to train with me, and this is something that is really worth mentioning. So I had people training with me in the art test who really are experienced in driving. So they drive in their back home countries and they really know how to ride. However, there are things that you completely forget about. Even us today, driving cars, we forget sometimes to put the signal on. We sometimes use to one car where you turn the steering to one side and once you put it straight back again, then the signal is off. They are like habits, mainly of driving when you drive for so long. And people with really good experience, they were failing the test because of stupid and silly mistakes. Someone forgot to turn off the signal. Someone did not have the right helmet. Someone had the helmet loose. Someone did not have the right gloves. But then the thing that makes you really think about it is an investment. Every time you fail the test, you have to pay again 300 dirhams, and you have to do at least, if you fail the first time, you have to do at least minimum 2 hours more, and this 2 hours costs like 110 per hour, so that's 220 dirhams. So we're talking about 520 dirham in total to retest again. And for these people who actually trying to get the license to start and make living, this is quite heavy cost. Anyway, the day I passed, I had these guys that were training with me, and you could see we were like around 18 people in the yard doing the test. I think 9 of us has passed, 4 half passed or half failed, and then the others, they did fail. So you could see full of tears. Some people are tearing because they passed, some people are tearing because they failed. So, and before they started the test with us in the yard, so the inspector was testing the people on the road, and then you could see them coming back so happy because they passed. And these people, they're simply gonna start making living from tomorrow, so they can actually go to work, be productive, and taking orders and start making money simply. So for them, this is a life change. And here we are with Saber. Saber, show them what you have.
Lessons.
Okay.
Finally.
What's the plan now?
Now I need to go other job like delivery boy and some.
When you will start?
I will start in inshallah in next month, 18 days.
Next month. All the best, my friend.
See you, bro.
Good. Congratulations.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
See you,
Assalamu
bro.
alaikum.
Bye.
And this was Saber. He got his license yesterday. As I said, next month he'll get his bike and start doing his job. We are here again, and today I have the road classes. I'm gonna try and record at least one class, so it's technically a block that you drive around. Now I already know it by heart. I've done already 6 classes out on this road. So I'm taking my camera with me and I'm gonna try to record it while riding the bike.
process. And I just printed my new license. Motorcycle. Yes, we're done.
1, 3, 3.